going to explain exactly why this update makes people feel like they're being swindled, all of the update features, and my opinion as to whether or not Survive the Killer's 2024 Valentine's Day update is a ripoff. When the Valentine's Day update for Survive the Killer dropped, people online were upset like I've never before seen. Hundreds of comments and game suggestions dropped in the Survive the Killer Discord server, in which longtime fans of Survive the Killer were complaining about the prices of the Valentine's event exclusives. But first, if you are one of the thousands of Survive the Killer fans who felt like they have gone too far with the prices, smash that subscribe button and have your voice heard. Alright, so what is this rage all about? Well, I've ran through some of the Discord and found some of the most interesting comments that provide insight. The first one we have is from Bloodwork205, who indicates that the prices are more expensive than all of the events put together. It had potential, but not with the high prices. Cool Drew Mountain Dew agrees and also suggests they move forward with the price drop. I have found a few game suggestions with supporting comments explaining that this is why the Valentine's Day update is the worst so far. As Loon puts it, it's for real getting to the point where everything is costing a fortune, and not gonna lie, it's making people not want to play the events because the items just keep going up and up in price. Bruh. His suggested solution was to make the event items cheaper or make the in-game currency less Robux. Luna also slammed a Discord member suggesting that not everyone has the time to sit at a computer for hours on end. Amen, brother. And the list goes on and on of game suggestions and chat logs where people are upset about the prices. So why are so many people upset? Well, let's go over what some of the Valentine's Day update features are. Most obvious is that there was not a new code drop for this event. So in other words, no instant free knife. Now you can get a free knife and a 1% chance of earning it each time you escape. I managed to unlock it after 10 rounds or so. However, this knife is a reproduction of the Dark Wings and Cupid from the previous years with a slightly altered look. Now, from here on out, everything has to be earned with coins, and this is where people really start to get upset. If you look at the two Valentine's Day chests, you have a chocolate heart chest that costs 6,000 coins per chest and only contains yellow rarity items. Then you have the Valentine crate and a whopping 9,000 coins per chest. At least with this, you have a high probability of getting a Spectrum item. However, you are going to pay dearly for this. Now, with this is just the tip of the iceberg. You will understand as we move on to the individual knives that you can buy in the lobby. So for these individual knives, you have the choice of the Radiant Heartseeker for 150,000 coins or the Radiant Desire for 75,000 coins, depending on your budget, I guess. Now, I know what you're thinking. That is a heck of a lot. But let me put it in terms you will understand that 150,000 coins for a casual player is going to represent about 30 hours of gameplay to earn. And to some of the STK fans' earlier points, most of us do not have this kind of time to spare. So these exclusive items would be next to impossible to obtain without being able to grind for long hours. And if all of this is not enough, we have the Corrupt Cupid Killer at a reasonable price of 14,000 coins and the Armin the Eternal for 27,000 coins. Now that is one expensive killer. With no indication about how long this event is going to last, we cannot be certain there is enough time to grind for all of this. In order to get every item in this event, it is going to cost somewhere from 500,000 to 1 million coins. Now in terms of Robux, this would equate to roughly 60,000 Robux, which is absolutely insane. So what is my opinion on this matter? I fully agree that these items are overvalued, but I believe the developers are making some of these items harder to get for us, which is essential for creating a scarcity. What I would suggest is either making the cost of these lower or adding quests to unlock these so there is that element where someone has to go through certain steps to unlock them. They need to somehow keep this game affordable for the average player, or someone who is just getting into this game and wanting to begin their collection will be fully discouraged. Ultimately, the weapons, killers, and maps are really cool, and I am going to enjoy playing with them for this Valentine's event. However, I am like most of you, and I will not be able to come close to collecting everything, so I will enjoy what I can and move on with my life. I suggest that you continue to voice your opinion in the Discord and through other venues so the developers know where you stand. Lastly, there are dozens of other games similar to Survive the Killer, and so if you think this has become a cash grab, you can move on to another game. I don't quite think that is the case at this point, but again, I do agree with the comments that these are some really expensive items. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and stay notified to our channel for more Survive the Killer content. Until next time, later dudes.